they see it. Because you don't want it to swing back around the other way and bite you in the butt, and then have them go, well, I didn't get 40% click-through rate, so it's not working. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah. May I just add, with the rich media ads we have available to us, I'm thinking of an ad of Harley Davidson in Tucson. There's so much information in the ad that there's no reason actually to click through to it. It's got events on the ad. It's got sale information on the ad. It's got phone numbers. It's got all kinds of information. So you may not actually have a click-through on a very valuable ad inventory.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it's just really important to, again, that's part of managing their expectations of what they will consider successful versus not. So, okay, the next one is, we're looking at the Wahpeton paper, and this is a fantastic example. They've got if you look at the first slide, you can see, I think it's Ornstein Family Chiropractic. It's the skyscraper there on the right-hand side. And the click-through is actually to a web ad, and web ads can be extremely powerful. Now, this can be something we build, which we do in a lot of cases, or something that where they take an actual insert that they're doing in the paper and we PDF and put it up here. A lot of the clients that have pretty much your basic website, but if they want to do an offer like they're doing here, but don't want to go through the time and expense of actually updating their website, we can do a web ad. They click it, they've got the offer, they can either print it out or it doesn't even really matter. If this offer gets them up off the couch and in the door, it worked. And then as you can see at the top from here, they can follow through to their website. This can be used really effectively for people who don't even have websites. I've got a paper back east that furniture store. He's been on with our site 9 years. He knows Ashley, and he does not even have a website. He links to a web ad that he creates every month with his monthly specials, and he has consecutively the highest click-throughs of anything on the site, and he does not even have a website because basically the ad is the teaser. You open it up, and it's an insert or a web ad, and that basically tells you why you should get up off the couch and come in the door or not. As you all know, websites are great. They're fantastic. The average person doesn't go past the second page of a website anymore. Either they've decided to buy from you or not. The other way that this can really help us is if you get a lot of local folks that are franchises, but they are a local ownership, whether that be I've worked with McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, I've worked with chiropractors, Beltone Hearing Aids, you name it. And they have a national site, but it really does them no good. So we'll do this one-page web ad, in essence, and I explain it like doing an online brochure or like having a full-page, full-color ad in your newspaper. This is basically their local info, local sales, local specials, and then just like with this one, it can have a link to their national site. And then that takes away the objection of, we don't have a national site. This wouldn't do any good for us. So this can be extremely powerful. All right, next slide. I actually just pulled this, and I hope you all can see this, last week. This actually ran in the Las Vegas Review-Journal last week. The key to success for your online edition is going to be promoting it. They did this first piece, the small piece, was on the front page of their paper. And then they did a full-page color article on their new online edition with a local weather guy who is apparently a celebrity or pseudo-celebrity there. And what I like about the ad is, one, yes, it's promoting the site, which is key, but it's not saying, like the bland ads, come and see our www, which everybody has and nobody pays attention to. They're highlighting why you should come. He's telling them about the sports scores that are updated for prep scores. He's telling them why they should go to obits and milestones. It's actually highlighting the specific sections and the content value of why you should come, not just telling you that you should come. This is one of the best promo pieces I have seen in a very long time. And again, you don't have to go this big, but we can. I try to compile pieces that I can give you so you can help promote your own online edition. Because it's not enough to just say, we're the only game in town. You guys really have to be pushing it, but also like this does, pushing why they should come and what you have to offer, selling the product just like anybody else. All right. Pete had talked a little bit about this, and you guys are going into CPM management and ad capping. Basically, pricing on a cost per thousand basis. And what is nice about that is, in the beginning, years ago when we all started doing this, nobody really knew what they were doing. We were all running to catch up, and I'd sit around a room with publishers and say, so, what do you think we can get for this ad? $50. I mean, nobody really had a pricing point. So now, just like you would with print, we're based on a cost per thousand. So a lot of times it can work to our advantage. A lot of times with print, your least expensive form of advertising would be an insert, and I'll always ask for your insert rate. Say it's a $48 cost per thousand insert rate. We'll go out, and when I use in my pitch and I say, this is our least expensive form of advertising, it'll usually be a car dealer or somebody of that nature that says, how can you say that? This is $300 a month. I'll say, well, our inserts are $48 cost per thousand. Some of these are based out on a $5 cost per thousand. So you can really use it to your advantage, but it also really helps you take control of your inventory. And just like the example says, if you've got 100,000 page views for impressions, you can sell those to 5 advertisers at $20K each. Any of the remaining ones, then you can sell off as remnant inventory and make money from that. If we have advertisers that want more impressions, we just sell it in blocks. So instead of 20, we sell them 40 or 60K, and then you all can decide if you want to give discounts and price breaks, for those levels, depending on what you guys want to do. And then the last point, extremely important, is we can bundle print and various online models together. And like I said, it'll give maximum exposure, and nobody in town will be able to touch what you all can offer. All right. And quickly going through Impact Engine as a selling tool. You guys have been through the Impact Engine trainings on how to create ads and how to use it and whatnot. I'm focusing on it from the how to use it as a selling tool. You guys know when I come out, I have lots of examples of ads because we can tell people it can look like this, and it can be great, it's full color, it can do all these things. And literally when they pull it up or we show them an example, you see the lights turn on, and they go, oh, it can look like that, and they buy the ad. So Impact Engine can be really important for that because they have this catalog here of something like 2,500 different ads, and you can actually use these as examples to show your advertisers, whether you're sitting in their office and you're pulling them up, or you send them back an email proposal saying, these are 5 different car ads. Do you like any of these? You can actually use this as a selling tool to get them interested. The other nice thing is it'll obviously really lighten the load on design, where you can, even once they've made the sale, send them 5 or 6 examples, give them a place to start from. It makes the design process a lot smoother. Now, Pete already touched on this, but Impact Engine ad formats, they've got their standard ads, which are leaderboard, skyscraper, and medium rectangle. You have unlimited usage with that, no extra charging. Video and all exotic ads at $1 extra per CPM, and like Pete also touched on, if you've got an ad and you've capped it at 20,000 impressions, you can know that it's only going to cost you an extra $20. And so it is something that we definitely need to keep in mind, but most of our exotic and video ads are at our higher price points anyway, so them only charging $1 cost per thousand is a drop in the bucket compared to what you guys can be making from these ads. And then, of course, the reaction and the click-throughs that people can get from them if done correctly. Next one. This is something that you guys should really be taking advantage of. You can do what are called variants with an Impact Engine. Something that I've kind of been beating people over the head with, lately, which is why Impact Engine will be great for you all, is that, the key to the success of the ad and the longevity of the ad are directly related to it being a good ad and being a creative ad, as you all know. A good ad is, still goes back to advertising 101. A good ad is a good ad, and a bad ad is still a bad ad. What Variance can do is you can have one client, and say they bought one ad, they just bought one leaderboard, for example, and they bought 20,000 impressions. You can create 3 different ads for them. So say we have a car dealer. You can create one ad that's talking about a rebate on a new Honda. You can then create a second ad that's for their service center. They're doing a $15 oil and lube change. Then you can do a third ad that could be for their used car department, our 3 hot deals of the week. They're not paying any more for those ads, and how it works is it will randomly rotate them within that same position. All 3 of them will share the same 20,000 page views. So they're not, getting any more than they're paying for, but they'll have 3 different dynamic ads to get them noticed. So this is a great way for them to make a lot more impact. And then at the end of the month, as you can see here, or the end of the 2 weeks of the campaign or whatever, you can go in and you compare ads, apples to apples, like I was mentioning before, and you can say, okay, look, this first version had a 24% click-through rate, where this version 2 didn't have any. We obviously know which ad to delete and which ad to bump up.